make her doubt everything just by walking away. This is the stoic power move. Have you ever noticed that the moment you stop chasing, that is when you start attracting everything, and everything starts coming to you? Why is it that the moment you stop chasing, they start doubting the decision? Why is it, Isaac, that when you were there, you replied every text, you were always available to help? When you even gave them everything, they acted like they couldn't care less. And it doesn't matter what you do to show love, to show care, when you could just drop everything for them. They assumed everything you did as if it was normal. But now suddenly when you pull back, when you go silent, suddenly they start watching, they start listening, they start paying attention to you, they start wondering, they start even doubting. What if I could tell you, Isaac, right now, that the most powerful move you could ever make is walking away. It is leaving. See, most men get it wrong. They think that if they just try to explain themselves, if they just try a little bit hard, if they just try to be patient and show more care and give out the exact message so that she can understand, maybe she will come back. Maybe she will stick around. But here is the reality, Isaac. The moment you start proving your worth to Hannah, to someone who has already decided to leave, you have already lost. This isn't about manipulation. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about the mastery of the self. The thing is, when a woman has already made a decision to fully walk away from you, they already believe that it is the right decision. And the only thing that will ever make her question and doubt herself, it is the silence. Think about it, Isaac. If she entirely leaves and then you chase, what does that tell her? That she made the right choice. And you need her more than she needs you. But if she leaves and then you don't even flinch, that is when the doubt creeps in. Are you ready, gentlemen? The illusion of control. The first mistake that most men make when a woman finally decides to leave is you guys believing that you can change her mind. Men think that if they just try to explain themselves, if they just try to explain their side, if they just prove how much they love her, they will snap out of it. They won't walk away, and then maybe they will come back running. Nope. That is an illusion. That is a trap. The belief, the thinking that I just need to act the right way, I just need to say the right words, I just need to prove my worth, I just need to show more love because this will snap her out of that decision. That is the trap. For the fact is, the moment you try to control someone else's emotions, that is when you've already lost control of your own. The moment you start proving your worth to someone who has already decided to leave, you are reinforcing one brutal truth. She made the right decision. Why? Because neediness repels. And remember, desperation, Isaac, it is unattractive. The moment she senses that you are emotionally invested in her decision, and it is a decision that she has already made, your emotionally investment alone justifies her choice. It is the human nature. You worry too much of me walking away and you want to convince me to stay. That is why you are acting as if you care so much. You are acting too nice to me. That is the emotional investment. If you overreact, you act desperate, you act disappointed, and then sad. That is the emotional investment, and it justifies her choice. She won't help it, but she will gain the strength of totally walking away from you without doubt. But what happens when you don't really react? What happens when she expects you to chase, but you disappear? What happens when she expects to break you, but you remain unfazed completely? Doubt, Isaac, creeps in. She is now asking herself the questions she didn't know she will ask herself. Why does it seem like I don't mean that much to him the way I thought I do? Why isn't he reacting? Why isn't he fighting for me? Why has he suddenly disappeared? Did he really never care? See, when someone expects you to break, but you do not break, that forces them to re-evaluate, to question their decision, their assumptions, their thought of you. They thought they knew you so well, how you will respond, how you will react, how you will question, how you will linger to her shadows. But right now, the indifference is feeding her with doubt. And that is the first step to make them question their decision. You are not doing this as an act of a game or emotionally manipulating her. You are entirely removing yourself from a situation that she is trying to create so that you can be in control of your own life and let her follow her decision. The moment, Isaac, the illusion shatters. The moment you realize that you never had control over her feelings to begin with, but you had control over something so far powerful, which is your response, that is when the illusion of control ends. And that is when you gain the power. That is when she starts looking up on you, and then she starts watching you, she starts questioning herself. You have to remove yourself from that illusion that you have created in the perception of, when she texts me, I will feel great. Or what if I just try hard, or I just need to give her time, or I just need to act in the right way. When you remove yourself from that illusion, This shatters the perceptions of what you thought you are controlling. And then you have the power of your own response. And this right here, this is the freedom. Because the fact is, one stoic fact that is so powerful is never try to change her mind. Always change your mindset. And when you know this, Isaac, when you realize that the power lies on how you perceive the outward events and not how you feel about them, that is what you hold. It's not how you think they see you, how you think she valued you, how you think if she really loved you, how you think of the past experiences, the love and the care. It has nothing to do with the past experiences and how she certainly told you that she really cared and loved you, and maybe how she used to hold your hands. It is of the past, and you want it to make sense in a loving and caring way because you do love her. You still care about her even when she is walking away. So you are still living in an illusion. She still has the power. The moment you accept that it is the past, you have no control over her feelings and her decision and her mind, only your own mindset. This is the real power.